The European Union can't secure its borders, can't stop terror attacks at Christmas markets, and can't get members' economies in order, but it can fight against so-called gendered language. A new translation guide for European Parliament staff in Strasbourg tells them to avoid using words with man in them due to the offensive connotations. Instead of mankind, they must use humanity. Instead of man-made, they must use artificial, and so on and so forth, until language is so sterile it will be better to not speak at all and just communicate in Euro-approved emojis. Michael Loftus is a comedian. He joins us. Michael, it's tough being a comedian when the European Union is working the room. You really wouldn't want to follow an EU commissioner on open mic night after comedy gold material like this stuff.
I don't think you would. I don't think you could. It's got EU people have to have the worst sense of humor ever. Europe has fallen. If they can't, thank God World War II isn't today. All the Nazis would have to do is tell some offensive jokes.
Right.
Two guys walk into a bar. Everyone would faint.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this for them. They're working. Justin Trudeau, the beloved Prime Minister of Canada, rebuked a woman for referring to mankind a couple of months back and said it should be people-kind, whereas the European Union is at least proposing humanity. So that's slightly less clunky than Justin's offering.
It's less clunky, but man is still in there. They'll never get rid of it. And even in female, humanity, man is in there. It's like a bad marriage. You can't get out. You can't divorce us, ladies. We're here.
How far do you think they should take that? Because like Baghdad, the capital of Iraq, I mean, I find that, I mean, that's just not my Baghdad, as the hipsters would say. Do you think they should actually start perhaps renaming some of these cities and places as well?
Sure. Yeah. Let's have just like bag person.
Yeah.
For Baghdad.
Yeah, that's right.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for the translators, the ones that have to use, they can't use he or she anymore. That's how I thought you learned another language, was the masculine and feminine. These EU meetings, the translators, they're just going to be reduced to using whistles and clicks. The whole thing's going to look like a dolphin show at SeaWorld.
No, and they've got like 137 official languages, because it's not just in the European, it's not just the obvious ones, it's like things you don't think about, like Welsh. And basically everything's going to come out sounding like Welsh by the time they're done with vacuuming the language here. Yeah,
and Welsh, that's a tough language. God help anybody that has to eliminate gender-specific pronouns from that one. This is just, don't they have anything better to do in the EU? Like, France is on fire every other night. Can't they, like, fix a bridge or paint something? All this, don't say him, don't say her. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The whole thing has turned into a Monty Python skit. It's like the Ministry of Silly Walks is in charge of Europe.
Yeah, it's running an entire continent now. Do you think, but you say, don't they have anything better to do? There are people who actually think this stuff is important.
Those people are idiots, and they need to be...
In the spirit of the season.
Thrown out of the country of their origin.
These people are idiots. You have so much love for your fellow man, or whatever, your fellow people kind. You're brimming with it.
That's right. I was going to cut you off. Don't you assume my gender, Mark Stein.
Okay, we're going to come up with a new pronoun just for you. Thank you very much, Michael, and Happy New Year. Let's hope for a manly New Year for Michael.
Yes, a very manly Christmas New Year.
We wish you a manly Christmas.